What's up guys, Smash here. So we got another little video for you today. I'm gonna play a best of 3 against Dio, another dev on the project. Very quickly. I'm gonna be using this deck. It's called 31 because it's got 31 cards. Crazy, I know. But basically this deck, just really quickly to go through it, is it's kind of based around celerity. So we've got some Primus Fists, we got some Azurite Lions somewhere. There they are, there's my bad boys. And we're also using Lyceum Brawler as well. And a couple of value cards here and here there, like Ironcliff Guardian and Amara Healer. And the basic idea is that I try and get Satisfying Seal, First Wishes, and Shadow Reflections to connect on the Celerity minion and then just go ham on their face. So I believe Dio is waiting for me, so if I click here, there we are, we get straight into a game. A couple of new features to pay attention to. You'll notice that there's a turn timer here now. So obviously we've got 120 seconds a turn. Yeah, that is counting down. We can play this next turn, so let's keep this. Ironcliff Guardian is pretty good, so maybe Satisfying Seal here is the card to go. That's not a great hand. We'll move 2 forward anyway. And yeah, you can also see that it shows on the opponent's turn as well, which is kind of cool, I think. I noticed that Shardbound had that feature when I was watching some replays of that, and yeah, I kind of like the idea that you can see your opponent's turn, like how much time they've got. So here we've got somewhat of an aggressive start by Dio here. He's going to town. I don't really have anything. I've got the Ironcliff to stabilize next turn. Tempest would be quite nice here. I don't know whether I should play a Lyceum Brawler. These are a bit better late game. When I've got the mana to kind of follow up. So I could play one just to trade like twice or something, or I could play like this and then buff it to a 2/6. That's also possible. I think the best movement I can do, yeah, let's do this. I think I'm going to play this exactly here, and I'm going to buff it once. So the idea is of playing it here is that there's no squares that he can play like an Ironcliff Guardian or something in my face. This minion can always get anything he tries to surround me with. Hypothetically, if you put it diagonally behind you, then you can be vulnerable to provokes kind of on this square here, for example. So we've taken a bit of damage, and we don't have any healing in hand, which is a bit... but yeah, we can hopefully stabilize with the Ironcliffs. Fingers crossed. And yeah, all the while this Phantom's nearby, it's going to stop my opponent from playing anything a bit too scary. So what do I do here? Let's get rid of one Lyceum Brawler, I think. One option here is to punch this, trade this, and then drop like an Ironcliff Guardian or something here maybe. And then if I move my general here, then again the Phantom is going to be strong against anything. I think I quite like that play. I think I quite like this. So boom. And if I drop it here, oh yes, here is much better, right? Because if I play it here, there's not a single square he can play a minion where this Celestial Phantom can't actually attack. So that's better positioning. If I put the Ironcliff here, then he could have played a minion here. For example, his own Ironcliff Guardian there, and I wouldn't be able to attack it. But now this 2/2 Celestial Phantom's in a really good position. Okay, he kills it with a Naga. Fine. I can deal with that. I think my opponent's in a bit of trouble though. I can play my Lyceum Brawler now, for example, and maybe an Azurite Lion. Ooh, sexy. Because we've got double Primus Fist maybe to buff them next turn, and a Satisfying Seal. We could literally kill him next turn maybe, if this works. So What do we want to do? I want to come here, I think. And I want to make it so that he can't really provoke my my celerity minions. So if I do it like this, he can't actually provoke them, right? Like this 4/4 should be able to go face next turn. And so this is going to be potentially 3 damage. Well, I probably won't have the mana for everything, right? But we've got the Satisfying Seal, which is on this minion or on the lion. This is 6 damage potentially. Then you got the Tempest for 8, 10. Okay, he's got Frostburn. Frostburn's pretty good for him actually, because now obviously it means this guy isn't going to do that much. Still, we can play another one here. Oh, that's annoying, that bug. So we got a bit of a bug here where you kind of have to... Oh, I don't want to attack. I'll just do this, I think. And I will play 1 Primus Fist. I'm not going to attack, I don't think, because actually right now I think a 5/1 unit might be a little bit more useful than attacking. For example, he might try and play like an Amara healer or something to try and block this celerity, in which case having a 5/1 on the field is useful. Of course he could have punched it himself, but yeah. Rock Pulverizer here. Oh wow, why doesn't he block the celerity minion? He's still got 6 mana though, so he could play like an Ironcliff or something here. But Ironcliff's not even very good against the Lyceum Brawler, right? So... Oh, Dio. Dio, what you doing, mate? Okay. So I really think he's misplaced this Rock Pulverizer, but let's see what we can do here. I can go Shadow Reflection on this, potentially. Or I could maybe... Okay, if I punch here, then it dies. Then I can go Primus Fist. So that will give me 6, and this will be on 8. So I could maybe go double Primus Fist or something? Would that work? What if I go like... Okay, hold up. Shadow Reflection is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's a lethal somewhere here. There's got to be a lethal. I just need to find it. So if I buff this to 6, and this gets another buff... Okay, I'm just going to go for it. I think there's some lethal. Somewhere here, there's a lethal. There you are. Hehehe. Okay, that was a pretty cool puzzle, right? Like there was some technicalities there that had to be worked out. All right, let me just quickly. Let's just hit the Q button again because I know we're playing a best of 3. Okay, there you are. He's just queued straight up. Brilliant. Let's get rid of the Wildcore Golem here. Okay, that's a bit of a shit hand, but never mind. So yeah, as I say, it's a best of 3 that we're playing. But yeah, no, I quite like that lethal. As I say, I do think Dio, he kind of let me have that one in the sense that the Rock Pulverizer, he really didn't respect the celerity minion and he got fucked because of it. Okay, let's get rid of Amara here because that's obviously a late game card. For now, I'm just going to back up 1 and play a Phantom. Phantom is going to obviously completely... You know, in this game mode, Phantom just really seems quite strong, and it just like shuts down most aggression that your opponent can play at you. We can kill that hedgehog if we want with like Satisfying Seal or something. For now, I think I'm just going to do this. And yeah, fuck it, we'll buff this guy. Okay, Wildcore Golem can go. Don't really need that. So yeah, this is a very defensive positioning, but as I say, he's got Ironcliff Guardians and things in his deck, right? But he can't really do anything with them. Well, he can't do anything aggressive with them anyway, right? Not when two Celestial Phantoms are just sitting there. Okay, so he's going to try and push those minions in. These are really weak minions against Phantom, though. Like, I can even kill this 1/4, for example, and this would still survive like a next turn Frostburn or something. So, yeah. Maybe he'll play like a big minion kind of, I don't know, maybe here? There can be somewhat defended. Although if he does play a big minion here, I can play like Sapswine Seal to trade the Hedgehog, and then this guy can go kill it. He's taking his time here. I don't know whether that's because he's bugged or because he's thinking. Okay, looks like it was just a thinking bug, a thinking thing. Okay, cool. So what do we want to do here? I think an Ironcliff Guardian right behind him seems pretty juicy. I'm gonna attack this, leaving me with a 2/1, and we'll play an Ironcliff here. I think. Let's get rid of. Do I want to attack this 1/3? Could have Frostburn next turn, but he's not really going to Frostburn, is he? If I have an Ironcliff on the field. So yeah, I think maybe we will kill this. Yeah, so we've got a lot of control over the board here. The double Phantoms are causing complete mayhem because it's, as I say, it's really, really hard for him to defend against these Phantoms, right? Even if he plays a minion kind of up here, like this Phantom can come up here, kill the Hedgehog, and then this one can come in. So he'd need to kind of like play like a rubbish minion here and then a good minion here, and that's just to defend against the Phantoms. He could have Tempest or another Scorn or something, of course. But yeah, he's kind of in a bad way, I think. Okay, plays his own Ironcliff. Again, this kind of like falls short of the play I've already described, where this guy comes up 2, we kill here, and then look at the value I'm getting from this Phantom. Right, boom, it's just killed a fucking 5-drop, just like that, you know. Okay, what do we replace here? Let's just play this, and oh, I don't have enough mana. Oops. Okay, it's not a problem. Yeah, we'll leave it at this. We could punch him in the face, but actually I think the minion at higher life total is more relevant, because he's at 22 life, right? So it's not like I'm going to kill him anytime soon. Not unless one of those celerity minions comes to my hand, in which case suddenly I can really have some fun. So let's kill this quickly. I could First Wish, or I could use Primus Fist, and it does basically the same thing. So maybe I just do something like this with Primus Fist, and then come in here. And then let's look at the health totals of my minions. They're 4/5, so they're somewhat vulnerable to a Frostburn. I think I'd rather... Okay, so I'll get rid of the Primus Fist, I think. Okay, that's quite nice. So I'll leave it as this, I think. I could obviously have buffed something with a First Wish, but I think I'd rather have the flexibility of next turn just kind of like deciding what I want to buff. So yeah, this game, the Celestial Phantom's got way too much value, and now Dio's just kind of like in a position where it's like, what do I do, you know? So fun little thing here, we can now use the First Wish for one of these Ironcliff Guardians to trade in. We don't really need the heal from the Emerald Rejuvenator. Well-called Golem. Oh. We could just straight up win the game with that next turn. Like, there is actually the only defense against a Well-called Golem is a Provoke or Celestial Phantom. Dio doesn't have a Phantom on board, so he can't deal with Well-called Golem without using Provokes, essentially. And then I've got all this kind of like damage in hand to deal with Provoke. I might just have lethal anyway, right? Well, actually, he would heal with the Amara, right? So he's got 25. This is 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 plus 3 is what, 16, 19, was it 21? Or is it 22? 19 plus 3. I should really, 20, 21, okay, 22, 24. Okay, bugger. We're like 1 off lethal. I don't think there's a way I can do it either, right? Like, there's not a more efficient way of doing it. Oh, did I include the damage from this guy? No, this guy kills the Amara, right? Yeah, okay. Just double check that. 8, 10, 10 plus 9, 19, 20, 22, 24. Yeah, 1 off lethal that with that play. So since we're 1 off lethal with that play, we're better off just kind of surrounding him. And if I, oh yes, actually, okay, so I think this is the best. Huh? Okay, that bug's annoying. What if I punch with this? Can then I play? Okay, that's unfortunate. I was going to say that, so basically right now there is like a replace bug, what basically means that if you replace into a card, you need to play a card first before you can actually play your card. So obviously the play there was to play a World Core Golem like right here, and because the 2 Ironcliff Guardians are kind of in the way, there's no way he could actually prevent this from doing 25 damage to the face. On the bright side though, we were so far ahead it didn't really matter. So here we just play another one of these guys. And yeah, if he tries to provoke with Amara Healer with anything, he would need double provoke here. Double provoke might work. But yeah. So the only way he lives here really is by putting 2 minions in front. And with all these Sapper's Mind Seals in the hand, I can definitely kill 1, right? Just with my general. So what would be the best play for him here? Amara Healer plus 2-drop would probably be one of the best things he could do. Amara Healer plus Azura Herald, that's probably the best thing he could do, I think. Emerald Rejuvenator, not enough. Rocky, okay. And a Celestial Phantom, okay, alright. So, is there anything I could replace into for lethal? Tempest, I guess. Tempest would do it. Okay, let's get rid of the Shadow Reflection. Okay, that's another shitty card. Alright, I might as well play First Wish on this guy, just to see if there's something I could draw into. Ironcliff Guardian. Okay, so one play here is to punch the Hedgehog, Tempest, kill this with the 26/26, and then try and play the Ironcliff Guardian kind of like somewhere around here to provoke the Celestial Phantom, and then try and threaten to win the game with this guy anyway. Another play which I maybe prefer is just to move like 1 down or something with the World Core Golem and just don't let him trade into it with that guy. So it's just unfortunate that my hand is a little bit awkward here. But yeah, I guess we'll just do this for now. And we are at 14 life ourselves, so it is a little bit scary to take the 4 damage from this. Alright, fuck it. We'll kind of do this. I don't like the fact that he does have this Phantom for the World Core Golem, but you know, it is okay. There's an Amara. So I mean, this is a massive stat stick, right? Like, this thing is just gonna like hose him if he can't find a way of dealing with it. You know, so if he had one more mana, for example, where he could play like a Mara and then okay, can I win this turn? If I go if I go one Saberswine Seal into the face, I take 10 damage. Oh, he's okay, so he's moved 2 away. Obviously that makes sense to move 2 away. So one thing I could do is I could take the face damage here, I drop down to what, 4 effectively, but then I come over here, Wildcore Golem kills the 2/3, and then I drop an Amara in his face. That is a possible play. And I go down to 4, so really it's only double Tempest I would lose to, more or less. That's the only thing he could. Well, technically, well, I'd need double Phoenix Fire. So it's a bit more of a risky play, but by having an Amara right in his face and the Wildcore Golem behind it, it's going to kill him next turn. It's a less safe play, though. It's probably not as good as just simply doing this, honestly. You know, this plays a bit more safe. Like, this card will probably win the game eventually anyway, so I just need to avoid losing. So let's not give my opponent just like a random like double Phoenix Fire or double Tempest out or something. But yeah, no, he's presumably he's still got what? Okay, there's another Amara and the Tempest. Oh wow, okay. Interesting that he plays Tempest there. Maybe he's just trying to empty room in his deck or something. Okay, punching the Amara doesn't really make much sense, I don't think. With the 2/3. Not sure what that was made of. Okay, so let's get rid of the Primus Fist for now. Okay, Celestial Phantom. So I'm going to move my general up 1, I think, just because you never know, there might be a random lethal somewhere. And we'll play that Phantom. So this Phantom's going to make it difficult for him to like provoke anything. Okay, Frostburn, that's not going to do it. He can technically play something here though for 3 mana. Yeah, okay, but that doesn't quite work because we've got like Saberswine Seal. And that's going to allow this Wildcore Golem to connect. So yeah, there we go. Best of 3. Smash wins. Thank you, Dio, for the games. But yeah, guys, hopefully you can see that the game is really taking on shape. Yes, there are bugs here and there, but we're slowly fixing them. And the game, I would argue the game's kind of fun to play. Like, obviously it's not as good as original Duelist was, but originally Duelist isn't alive anymore. This game is. And yeah, anyone can just play. You know, just connect to the server, which is really easy to do if you download it, and then you can play against other people if they're online. So yeah, I think that'll end this video. Take care, guys, and have fun. If I can find my, where is it, OBS. Alright, yeah, see you around, guys.